The hype around WWE bringing back RAW is absolutely insane. It's so insane Santa Claus decided to show up in the WWE. And by God do I feel sorry for the guy. This episode of RAW absolutely sucked. Unfortunately. Let's talk about it. Now, just like you, I was very excited about the WWE having a live audience, and I still have the same feeling when it comes to SmackDown. Monday Night Raw, on the other hand, this show was worse than the majority of the shows inside the Thunderdome. This had so many horrible booking decisions. As always, I'm here to pay for your sins and I'm here to help. I'm here to make you guys feel better. So don't be sad. I'm here to help. I'm here to boost your mood and your Coco Jumbo. So if you click that like button, I'ma be generous. You watched Raw. I'ma give you 1.7.5 inches on your Coco Jumbo, on your dingly dongly, so hopefully you guys are happy with that. Tell me who thought it's a great idea to book this whole show around Nikki Almost Superhero and Charlotte Flair, especially closing the show with this match. I'm not saying the match itself was bad. I don't think that many people care. One thing you probably noticed with Nikki Almost Superhero, some people are cheering, some people are booing. It's mostly just a polite cheering. And I'm sure you guys felt the same way. People like the person behind the character. Just like me, everyone is happy about the fact that Nikki won the championship, but nobody likes the gimmick. People hate it, and all of the cheering just feels polite. The fact that after losing a match, she said, "Yes, I lost, but I almost won." Is this gimmick made for 5-year-olds? Come on. The show kicked off with Nikki Almost Superhero, Nikki A.S.H. She welcomes us to Monday Night Raw. She received "You Deserve It" chants, and she can't believe it happened. She thought she was dreaming, all the generic crap. The costume gives her confidence, and she reminds everyone that no matter what, all you have to do is believe in yourself, and we can all be almost superheroes. I hate this. Happy for her? I was smiling during the "You Deserve It" chants. Hated everything else. We see Charlotte Flair. She says it's a nice fairy tale, but it doesn't have a happy ending. Nikki as a champion is a disgrace. She's basically saying that Nikki doesn't look like a champion. Flair said she will get her rematch at SummerSlam, got interrupted by Rhea Ripley, and Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville announced it's going to be a triple threat match at SummerSlam, and this segment went for way too long, man. And this also set up a match between Charlotte Flair and Nikki A.S.H. This is not how you treat your product after bringing in fans. This ain't it. People are cheering now. Give it like a month. People will start booing. Because now people are being polite. They're appreciating every moment because, people missed it. Give it a couple of months. 1 month probably. People will start booing. People will start not showing up to Raw. This show was absolute garbage, I'm sorry. We saw a number 1 contenders match, United States Champion Sheamus versus Damian Priest. If Damian wins, he's going to get the opportunity for the US title. What's up with that lately? Instead of having 2 contenders, we're having a champion versus a contender, and it's called a number 1 contenders match. I don't like that. I really don't like that. I know it kinda makes sense, but it's happening way too much lately. So this was a nice match. I actually really liked it. And Sheamus got re-injured and Damian Priest won the match. So I hope it's gonna happen at SummerSlam. The rivalry itself is still pretty bad in my opinion. It's not even interesting. But the thing is, Damian Priest needs some big matches, big moments, big rivalries, because like I've said, the Bad Bunny stuff, while it was entertaining, it didn't really fit his character and he doesn't look as legit right now in my opinion, so he definitely needs something serious right now. We saw the Raw Tag Team Titles match, the Viking Raiders versus AJ Styles and Omos. Surprisingly, that was a very good match. I think it was better than the match at Money in the Bank, I could be wrong. But of course, AJ Styles and Omos retained the championships when we got a 450 on Eric. So Randy Orton is not on Raw for some reason. I think he could be injured. I don't even know actually, to be honest with you. And I was worried we're not getting that match at SummerSlam, AJ and Omos versus Riddle and Orton. But the good news is, they actually built to this rivalry during this episode, so that's one of the very few positives. We saw Drew McIntyre versus Veer. Jinder Mahal has an attorney, I think. And Drew is not taking any of this seriously, of course. We saw the match. Drew McIntyre got disqualified, but he beaten the crap out of the attorney. I don't know, man. I'm kinda into this rivalry, I guess. It's gonna be interesting seeing how, legit Jinder Mahal is going to look during the match, because I don't think that's gonna happen. For some reason, I think WWE are going to give up until SummerSlam and Drew McIntyre is gonna just beat him in like 5 minutes probably. Or even if it's gonna be a longer match, we're gonna see a lot of interferences, and I don't think WWE will treat Jinder Mahal seriously, unfortunately. What I like about this storyline the most is the way Drew McIntyre is being portrayed like an absolute badass right now. We saw another that type of a number one contenders match, the women's tag team champions Natalya and Tamina Snuka versus Eva Marie and Doudrop. Like I've said, you gotta chill with this format. So during the match, we saw a parody of Eva Marie from Lily and Alexa Bliss, which was really cringeworthy. I hated it. I hate this. And of course, Tamina and Natalya won the match. Why is Raw doing this to us? Man. Raw felt entertaining last week. Now it feels like we're back to the basics. Raw being bad. That sucks. And the whole Eva Marie experiment is just, it has to end. She didn't improve at all. I think she got worse. Her acting skills are horrible. Did you see the way last week she tripped? We saw an NXT champion Karrion Kross versus Keith Lee. Why would you do this? People were angry that both of these competitors lost last week, so the only logical solution is put them both in the match. No matter who wins or loses, it's a negative. They need to win. Both of these guys need to win this week. So we saw the match and it wasn't bad, I guess it was pretty entertaining. Now the thing is, this is probably gonna piss off a lot of people, but I didn't watch NXT, so I'm not that familiar with Kross. I've seen some clips, and of course, during NXT segments, he does look pretty legit, like a serious character. While watching Raw, so I'm like semi-introduced to the character. Imagine all of these people who don't watch NXT at all and didn't see any highlights. I would completely understand why to these people Kross would look like the most generic wrestler ever. While watching him on Raw, it kinda makes you feel like this guy has nothing special about him. I'm sure some of you felt the same way. Why is this guy look and feel so generic on Raw? It's all so basic. So he won the match, that was good, but it felt so unimportant, so basic that he made the NXT Championship look like a rookie title. By the way, why is he on Raw again? If you debut an NXT champion who needs to be treated like a legit world champion, he should be in a major storyline, major match, in the main event. Now he just feels like a rookie who's almost there, almost on Monday Night Raw. Like I've said, I hate nitpicking, but at this point, is it really nitpicking? And again, what was the point of this match? Keith Lee lost again. Dude came back and lost 2 times in a row. That makes no sense to me. We saw MACE and T-Bar versus Mustafa Ali and Mansoor, and I gotta be honest, I actually dig the tag team. They have a lot of chemistry, and of course, in storyline as well. The whole point of this match was to see if they have chemistry and if they can work together. And they actually could. We saw a lot of teamwork, and they picked up the W against sex toys. Like seriously, look at these guys. They look like dildos. It looks like if you would press their belly button, they would start vibrating. Just split them up and change their gimmicks before it's too late. They both have the look, the wrestling skills. This gimmick is just horrible. Bobby Lashley says he's not even going to dignify Goldberg's actions with a response. Lashley says this is his ring and he won't be disrespected by anyone. Cedric Alexander interrupts, or Velveteen Dream, I'm not sure. And he just makes some illogical comments. He says he could beat Bobby Lashley. No, come on. Shelton Benjamin interrupts and, they basically call out Lashley. They say they're not here for the Hurt business. They're here to face Lashley. MVP says Bobby's not going to. Bobby interrupts by saying, yeah, I'll beat both of them. Yeah. At the same time, I'll give you that Bobby Lashley's booking is pretty okay lately. He looks a lot more legit, and obviously he's going to face Goldberg. That's exactly what he needs right now, and this match actually made Bobby look even more legit. Of course, he's not facing very legit competitors, but still, he beaten them at the same time, and he pinned them both at the same time. Bobby is all business. What I don't like is that both World Championship matches kinda have the same storyline. And when it comes to Bobby Lashley, I think it's not the right approach. I think he should have a different attitude. He shouldn't be scared of Goldberg. He should be like, yes sir, I'll retire you. That's the type of attitude I want to see from Bobby Lashley. Yes Goldberg, but I'm not next. I'm last. We saw Riddle and John Morrison, which was obviously the match of the night. Really good one. Like I've said many times, I really love the fact that for some reason, WWE are treating John Morrison like a legit competitor. Of course, it's all jokes, but he won most of the matches lately, and that's pretty shocking because he spent majority of 2020 just losing. So this was pretty entertaining. We also saw AJ and Omos. We saw Riddle just making fun of The Miz. John Morrison won the match. After the match, AJ Styles and Omos attacked Riddle. People were chanting for Randy Orton, but for some reason I kinda knew he's not gonna return yet. Probably and hopefully next week, the same thing is going to happen, but Randy Orton will help Riddle. So this basically confirms that we are getting this match at SummerSlam. And in my opinion, this is the biggest tag team match possible when it comes to, the tag team division, at least Monday Night Raw. This is gonna be pretty good. For some reason, Randy Orton versus Omos, that sounds interesting to me. The 24/7 championship match was just something else. During the whole match, R-Truth was talking, Reginald was dodging everything. This was a comedy match, but I don't know, I couldn't complain. Reginald is just way too entertaining to bitch about, Of course, he took the W, and he is just the most entertaining comedy gimmick right now in wrestling. Outside of Sami Zayn, if that counts as a comedy gimmick. Dude is very entertaining, and like I've said, he can make the 24/7 championship entertaining, and that's exactly what he's doing lately. I think it's working. He's like Drake Maverick, but a lot more entertaining. So we saw the contenders match, Charlotte Flair versus Nikki, almost superhero, and I'll give you that. The match itself wasn't bad, by any means. Pretty good. As a matter of fact, rematch is happening next week. I'm interested. I just don't believe it should be the main event, especially right now when WWE need to make sure to keep up with the momentum. But again, I do have some problems with the booking of this match. Okay, Nikki was going for her finisher, but Charlotte Flair took the W by dodging it, and I actually did like the way Charlotte Flair talked to Nikki after this. She was just being evil, basically destroying Nikki's confidence, and I absolutely loved this. Like at this point, you feel sorry for Nikki, you want to show support, you hope that next week she's gonna kick Charlotte's ass. She said, "Look, I didn't win, but I almost won." What? Okay, Charlotte, just beat her. I don't care. And she challenges Charlotte to a match next week. Like, sometimes I don't hate this gimmick, but this whole superhero, you can do anything, it's just so generic, so bland, and so childish. I know people will say, well, it's for the children. I'm pretty sure people like Becky and all of these baby faces anyway. It doesn't need to be that childish. And maybe that's just my personal experience, but as a kid I actually always preferred the badass looking characters. Whatever the case may be, this show was just bad outside of like maybe 2-3 moments. This was... Man, I've heard rumors WWE believe that they can keep up the momentum and fans are gonna be interested, and it just doesn't feel that way. SmackDown's great. I'll give you that. SmackDown is a good show. Can't wait to watch it. Raw is again, it's painful. It's painful. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm just a bit disappointed and for the most part worried that Raw is gonna be this bad for a long ass time. So that sucks. We need something fresh. So thank you for watching The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.